clicking on things, and I was like, am I online to get on her live?
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
Live?
Well, do you want to be a guest? You are on live to be on live.
So, God brought me here apparently, so I'm with it.
Oh, God did this?
Allegedly, because I didn't.
Well, girl, you had to click on the link though, right?
Yeah, like I said, I was clicking on things and I'm just trying to figure things out. But hey.
Is your name is Brianna?
Yes, my name. I go by Brianna. My middle name is Brianna. My first name is Jocelyn, but everybody knows me by Brianna. So.
Okay. We got a little Wi-Fi issue, so maybe it will stop. So you want me to call you Brianna? Okay. How old are you, love?
I'm 35.
35. And what do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm working from home doing something with medical billing. It's not in my field at all, but God had brought that to me, so He wanted me to keep paying my bills. So I'm working in medical.
So, initial analysis, it appears to be natural hair. We like that. The Wi-Fi, come on, is not that expensive to have at least decent Wi-Fi. Those of us who know about technology to do these type of things that she's doing, it's cheap to have decent Wi-Fi. If you go with that month-to-month plan or something like that, that means everybody else get priority over you as far as your Wi-Fi goes. If you go with the postpaid, it is what it is. You getting the max. And then there's other factors. Maybe they don't know that. The other thing is this trend with these big ass glasses, even though because her Wi-Fi is such shit, you really can't see. Like, why the big ass glasses? I don't know why. Hers are, relatively speaking, a little bit, we would say, less exaggerated than some of the other ones I've seen, because the other ones I've seen will have these huge giant rims around the glasses, which I'm a technology nerd, and so when I see those type of glasses, I think about it in relation to, like, if you have a phone with a huge bezel around it, which most modern phones don't have huge bezels. Even if you have a TV with a huge bezel around it, and the bezel is just like the black borders around it, and then your eyes are just somewhere in the middle. But I'm not focusing on your eyes, I'm focusing on the bezel, and I have pontificated enough. So let's continue with this mess.
Billing right now, but I went to school and got my bachelor's degree and my master's degree from Virginia State University in media management.
Okay.
All right, so she got a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in something called media management. Because it sounds like a shit degree, I could be totally wrong. But here's what I know. Medical billing and coding, you're not gonna make. You're just a paycheck to paycheck person. You're just an average person. You're not going to be, and that's why she don't seem too confident about what she's doing at this point. But a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, what is the debt looking like? Did you pay for that yourself? We off to a bad start. This is off to a bad start. Because on the scale of attractiveness, and I'm gonna bring all this home in just a couple seconds. Because on the scale of attractiveness, you're probably about a 3. And the reason that I say that is you got to be a 9 or a 10 to have a man come in with the income you may want to get rid of all the debt that you have and live this type of lifestyle and things of that nature. But you decide to go to school and get a degree in media management, which that's the first time I've ever heard of that. Media management. It may be lucrative in today if they teach you how to manage social media, but I don't know if you're putting that degree to use if you're in the medical billing and coding, which is just a day-to-day job, which is, I have a very intimate experience. I haven't done it, but I know somebody who has done it. What it basically is the doctor gives you all of these diagnoses and this, that, and the other. And then you basically have to assign a dollar amount to whatever the procedure was done. Office visit, DNA test, get a shot, and then all the way up to surgeries and all of these type of things. So you code those things, and then the dollar amount coincides with all of that, which is why a lot of black women go into that field, because if you notice in the United States, they put black women in charge of the money. In medical coding and billing is the operative word. They put coding on it for some reason. They put black women in charge of it because they know when it comes to being in charge of the money, they're gonna put black women in front of that.
Okay. So what's the title you want me to write down? Medical?
Production.
Production?
Write down production?
Media production.
Media
production.
Got you. Okay. You have any kids?
No.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
That's good.
Damn.
And what city or state you calling us from?
I'm in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Okay. Fredericksburg. 3A. All right. So we got Brianna, 35, media production, no kids, never married, Fredericksburg, VA. All right, Brianna, boo. What kind of man you looking for? What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Aries. Okay, Brianna, boo. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for a spiritual man that loves his mother, so that indicates he does know how to treat women to me. A man with morals. I grew up with both my parents.
Hold on. He's not gonna treat his mother how he treats his wife. I'm going to be intimate with my wife. I'm going to smack my wife's ass. I'm going to kiss my wife in the mouth with my tongue. That's part of treatment of my wife. I'm not going to do that to my mother. I'm going to have respect for my mother. Which I'll have respect for my wife. I'm going to have really stern conversations with my mother. That's just how, I don't know about y'all, that's how me and my mother talk. I will talk to my wife like that. I'm not gonna treat my wife how I treat my mother. It's a totally different dynamic. That's akin to saying I will treat my daughter how I treat my wife. No, I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna discipline my daughter. I'm not gonna discipline my wife. I'm not gonna discipline my mother. So this fallacy of what she just said, if he has a good relationship with his mom, that means he know how to treat his wife. No. All that means is that he has in the black community in particular, it is drilled into men because so many of us are raised by our mother. We almost have a subservient relationship with our mother. And I think that's what they're saying a lot. in the black community, as far as men go, our mothers are the goddess. They can do no wrong, this, that, and the other. I don't think that way. You are a human, whether you're my mother, my wife, my daughter, my sister. You can do wrong, and you have flaws just like anyone else. So if the situation presents itself, I'm gonna make sure that that's taken care of, whether you're talking about my mom or any other female in my life. So this fallacy, he has to have a good relationship with his mom. Oh, why are you judging that? You don't know what a good relationship is. Because as a woman looking on the outside, if you hear me and my mother talk, me and my mother she's passed. Anyway, before she passed, we had some spicy conversation. Some very upfront, direct conversations, both ways. And you know what happened at the end of me and my mother conversation? It was always, love you, mom. Love you, son. And we would talk once a week. So this fallacy, y'all women know, y'all don't. Just ask men. That's all y'all gotta do.
I still have them, so there's a lot of things. Well, I still have them. I still have both my parents, and they're still together. So I've kind of expected that out of life, but it seems like the age group that I'm in and the one that I'm looking for, everybody wasn't blessed to have their parents still together and know how to kind of maneuver in that space. So that's something really that I'm looking for. Preferably a man that does not have kids. And I thought I could deal with like the foreigners, the Africans and the Jamaicans, but it looks like a lot of them are here on visas. So I think they're just really looking for an opportunity, because I found a nice young man on your site, hit me up, was talking respectfully. I ended up going to pick him up from the bus station, but it didn't really work out. We had a good 2 days together,
red flag?
But I sent him on back to where he came from. It was fine.
Well, what happened in the 2 days? You met him from the app?
I met him from the app. It was crazy because it was like, Brianna, you're moving way too fast. So I met him on the app, and then I was at the nail salon on Friday or Thursday night, and then he was like, well, why don't I come see you, And I'm thinking he's just trying to be assertive and not sit back and be like, just the hey, highs. So I like that. It was still a little too fast for me. Like, he already want to call me boos and babies. That's a red flag, bro. I don't even know you. But of course, I'll bring you to my space and give you that good old hospitality that I know how to give. But it was just, he was Jamaican. It was how he would talk. Like, he seemed like when I was talking, he would be rubbing his head like I'm giving him a headache. Like, bro, we're supposed to be getting to know each other. You're going to get my feedback.
Well, if you call me bro, I mean, I'm not saying this about him. You said he was Jamaican. Their culture, I have no idea about that. If I got a woman, matter of fact, any female in my life that call me bro, I'm gonna correct that shit. I'm not your fucking bro. Bro. That's like talking to your homeboy or something like that. Females in my life, I don't have no female friends like that. Don't call me bro. Any female in my life has a purpose. Every single one of them. From my sister to that one, to my daughters. Y'all have a purpose in my life. You think I'm let one of my daughters call me bro and not correct that shit? Bro, who the fuck you talking to? That's part of the problem. No respect. But you didn't have any respect for him because you picked him up at the fucking bus stop. And then you automatically diminished him by saying he was Jamaican, which was saying he's already on a lower level than you. Why didn't you end that shit right there? Why didn't you leave his ass at the bus stop? But no, you proceeded. But you're gonna blame it on him. Good.
you know how I'm gonna, so you know how I feel about the situation. He was also a little younger, 29, and I'm 25, so that was a bit of a red flag. But I try not to throw that number out there.
I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's too far. That was just 6 years.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't too bad. But he's on a visa.
Okay, just see how women just listen to each other. Women, for the most part, it depends on what you're looking for. You really shouldn't be dating men that are younger than you. Then you pick the goddamn man up at the bus stop. Then you said he was Jamaican, and then you got this thing right here. I don't think that's too far. Yeah, that's fine. And y'all look at her like she's just this queen goddess of something or another. I don't know what the fuck y'all think she is. She's no good for y'all black women. None.
So if I wanted to see him, like, he lives in the hotel that he worked at.
Oh,
and
see?
to me, that's just weird. It's not regular. But then again, this isn't regular, so I'm trying to get used to the not regular, meeting people online and things like that.
So what was your final straw? Like, what was the moment when you said, okay, he got to go?
Yes. So we were down in Richmond. I took him back to his bus. We were walking around downtown just waiting for the bus. I could have just left him and said, all right, have, the bus, wait for your bus. But I still wanted to make sure he got on the bus safely and all that. We were walking around downtown and he was like, hey, like, just being rude about how he was calling her. I'm like, hold on, you are a little boy. Women want you to say, excuse me. You need to speak like, you want somebody to speak to you. So that was one thing that
who was he talking to like that?
Just some random woman, because he wanted to ask where could he get something to eat from when I had just told him where he could get something to eat from. But whatever, so there was that. So then I ended up taking him to Burger King. It's really little, but to me, I feel like it's happening too.
She talking about it's really little. No. Again, a man that we spotted this shit from the jump when you picked him up from the bus stop. Where was it supposed to go from there? Was it supposed to turn into just this glorious wedding and children? Because she don't have any children. We don't know his side, of course. We don't know what children have. But depending on what she wants, which we still don't know, yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter. Let's figure this out, right? So he's coming from Jamaica to America plane flight. Wait a minute. If he's at a bus stop, he was already here. Unless he flew in, especially for you, to the bus stop, that's different. So details matter. The fact that you picked him up from the bus stop and he's from Jamaica, he was already here. Red flag number one. Okay, here's the conversation. All right, I'll be in town to see you. Where you coming from? I don't know, 3, 4, 10 hours away. You gonna be on the bus? All right, cool. You gonna pick me up? That's the end of that interaction. Done. Bum.
Much because there were other times this week, the week that he was with me, that he did things that I was like, I don't like that. I feel like it's
Brianna,
really
I want to ask you a question, but I don't know if I want to ask you a question in front of everybody.
I don't get it.
You seem like a good lady. You seem like a classy lady. I don't know
No,
if I
she
can ask you a
don't.
question.
No,
okay,
she don't.
Everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes and block your ears. I gotta ask Brianna a question. Everybody do it right now, cousins. Close your eyes and block your ears. Only Brianna can hear me ask her this question. How about Brianna? You know how to do the private chat?
No.
Oh, wait, you on the dating app, right?
I'm on the dating app, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm not going to ask. Never mind. if I send you a message on the app right now, you can see it?
Yes, I should be.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
ma'am.
What's the name? What's the name on the app? What's the name on the app?
Brianna.
She promote this app like I don't know what. This is her whole purpose of doing this show now. I will never get in the way of anybody's bag, but because some of the other things she does that is not promotion in the promotion of relationships, she doing whatever she does. She just let all this bullshit bypass in the promotion of the app. It's called lack of integrity.
BRINNA.
Spell it for me. BRIANNA. And what's your username? Okay. This is you right here.
That's me.
This
That's
is you?
That's
Okay,
That's
listen.
not
Okay,
her.
I'm not gonna ask it out loud. That's why I love having my own dating app, because I can ask the question. I'm about to ask you this question. You text me, you type back and answer the question.
Okay.
See, I know you a classy lady, so I'm gonna ask this in private.
She's not classy.
I appreciate that.
Okay, you saw my question. Now respond
There you
and let me
go.
know. Don't say it out loud, girl. Wait. Do you want them to know?
I was just gonna answer the question with a yes or a no, but go from there and not let.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to keep it private, but you about to tell the cousins.
No, I don't need everybody in my business.
Okay, she's typing me.
She probably typed her was the D good.
Download the Kendra G Singles dating app. As you can see,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Promote the app. Promote
All
the
right.
app.
And we'll leave it at that. All right, I got my answer. Let's continue. Okay, so that's over.
Over.
Okay, that's over. Okay. All right. So let's continue. So you met that guy from the app, and now you're ready to meet somebody else. So I'm not even sure. Did I ask you what you wanted in a man?
Yes.
Yes.
Somewhat. A man with no kids, preferably that loves his mother, has a job, career ambitions and
She
goals.
said that.
Doesn't mind going out, traveling a bit, but also I like to stay at home, play a little video games. I don't have to be out all the time.
Okay.
I just want to have a really good time. I laugh and I talk a lot, but
what are your deal breakers? Did I ask you your deal
Talk
breakers?
a lot.
no, I want to say that my deal breaker is if you have kids, but it seems like I'm just closing my options in. So if you have one kid and you're cool with the baby moms, then maybe there's a little wiggle room. But preferably no kids. Of course, no drug dealers. We're too old for that. Just somebody who can survive on their own. They don't need me because my support. It would be nice if we
This
came together
Wi-Fi.
to build something. But as long I'm here making it on my own, as long as you're there.
This Wi-Fi of hers is I was gonna say some very descriptive word, but this Wi-Fi of hers is just not getting it. Come on now. You are in an area, Alexandria, Virginia. You are near the capital of the United States. Wi-Fi has to be spectacular. It has to be part of the best in the world. And you got Wi-Fi like this? This screams Xfinity prepaid, if that's in that area. Can you imagine what prepaid Wi-Fi is like? $25 a month for what? 30 gigabytes or something like that? 30 gigabytes upstream? It's the results will be what's going on here. These are the results. Stop. You don't have to always take the cheapest way out for what you want to get. You don't have to always get the most expensive. You don't always have to get the cheapest. Understand your lifestyle and for what you do, and do it that way. And when you're talking about Wi-Fi, always go a little bit over. A little bit over. Don't go extreme. Don't go extremely cheap. I spoke enough about that because this is just, and you're on here. This is live. This is if you don't know anything about live stream, it's constantly adjusting, constantly. And that's why you have these things happen. So stop all this.
They're making it on your own and we can bring it together. What's up?
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Say that again.
Should he look a certain way?
Oh yes, he should be. I mean, he just needs to be clean and put together. I'm not expecting him to have Jordans. I don't have Jordans. I'm not a materialistic person. But the thing, you need a good steward of the things that you do have. Like if you have a nice car, don't just be, oh, I got this flashy car. Okay, do you keep it together? Or and things like that. But okay. I'm not picky on too much. He needs to be a black man, of course. He's got to be a black man.
Yeah, be a black man. Okay, black man only. Did he make a certain amount of money?
He just needs to be able to take care of himself, and he don't gotta take care of me. But
look at this. We look at the body language and we look at the size and the hesitations and this. She said, does he have to make a certain amount of money? And she was like, to a man, that speaks volumes. If you didn't notice, we'll take it back a couple seconds. Watch this, and I'll stop it when it's appropriate.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Say that again.
Should he look a certain way?
Oh yes, he should be. I mean, he just needs to be clean and put together. I'm not expecting him to have Jordans. I don't have Jordans. I'm not a materialistic person. But the thing, you need a good steward of the things that you do have. Like if you have a nice car, don't just be, oh, I got this flashy car. Okay, do you keep it together? Or and things like that. But I'm not picky on too much. He needs to be a black man, of course. He's got to be a black man.
Yeah, be a black man. Okay, right, black man only. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Look at this.
He just needs.
Look at. She sticks her tongue out and she like. She don't want to say what all the rest of these modern women out here are saying. She doesn't want to say it. It's not what you make, it's what you spend. That needs to be the answer to this question. Period. The man makes $27,500 and $641 a year. Doesn't matter. But let's see what she says.
To be able to take care of himself, and he don't gotta take care of me, but we're growing to take care of each other. But just open to that and growth. Just open to growth.
Open to growth.
No. Total bullshit. It's what she just said. Because she hesitated so much at the beginning of her answer of the question. Take care of both. Take care of both. She wanted to say the cliche answer. He needs to be making as much as I make, but she don't make that much. She don't make that much. She's not making any more than $50,000 a year as a medical coder biller in Alexandria, Virginia. Look it up yourself. They're not breaking the bank in a profession like that. But you know what's interesting? They go to school and get a degree. You can get an associate's, as little as an associate's. Then of course you can get in more debt and level up from there. We see what's going on.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh my.
Kendra, I went and threw it. She said Brianna. I was like, my name's Brianna. Is she really
Why are we talking? Why are we talking?
Sorry, I'm in the middle of moving, so
Oh,
I got
here
an
you
air
go.
mattress over there.
Oh yeah, tell us. Okay,
All
go
right, we
ahead.
gotta see. You gotta bring it down to the ground.
Okay,
We gotta
let
see
me
your
take.
legs.
I got shorts on. Hold on.
Oh,
Let me take these.
no, Brianna, this is fine. You don't gotta go do a whole lot, girl. As long as I can see the legs, we good, girl. Okay. All right, we see you, girl. Is that a dress or a shirt? Oh, it's a long shirt.
A little dress.
Swirl on them. Going with the wind, fabulous. Brianna, when was your last relationship, love?
Oh, my last relationship was October 2020 when I left him. I left him where he was at. We were together for about 2.5 years. Now of course I be thinking like, did I make the right decision? But I know
Yeah, we're gonna end that right there. It's just a matter of, ladies, just be realistic. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Don't disregard your feelings. Not at all times when it's appropriate. But already when you're doing this, and I think when you even go on any dating app, in my opinion, you're losing. I might go so far as to say that you have lost if you have gone on any dating app. If you like the video, dislike the video, comment on the video, share the video. Also, we got some other things going over there on YouTube at Mr. Info 5000. Peace.